Hi. So many people inquire for Kalah self-defense, and many people ask me whether I teach Krav Maga or something else. So to be very precise, I don't teach any. I don't teach Krav Maga anymore because I happen to do Kalah self-defense course, and I'm India's first instructor, by the way. So that's the whole thing, and I just want to make few things clear because I have answered all the possible questions that I get from the students, and that is available on the website on the section of on our website www.kalahindia.in under the section frequently asked questions. So you can go through that, but still I thought I will answer few of the most common questions so that it will be easy when people go through this particular video. Okay, so I'll be answering in more detail so that it will be easy for the people approaching me. What is the difference between Kala and Krav Maga? So everything has been explained on the website, but still I want to tell the training, the reality-based training, the training that we give is totally different from what I used to teach in Krav. And like from different videos that are available on the internet as well, the same thing is taught throughout the India. I mean, it's not hardcore sparring. People do hardcore sparring. People they train techniques, and nothing has changed. So Kala system is more about closing the distance, and we work on the mindset when somebody is attacking you very aggressively. So you need to close the distance by covering your mainframe computer. And most importantly, we start from this position. We don't keep our hands down. We always start from this position, wherein we are communicating with the attacker. We are trying to de-escalate the situation as much as possible. And when we are in this position, we show that we don't want to fight. And suddenly, when we are showing that we are small, and all of a sudden we go inside when the attacker is attacking us, and that is totally unexpected, and we build element of surprise. We focus on this aspect more that I couldn't find in the other system. Plus the training, we always pressure test. We focus on pressure testing the learned principles, and we do role play. Role playing is very, very important in Kala. Plus we are also working on the mindset, and we are not focusing much on fitness. We do general warm up, that's it. We don't do half an hour fitness session. No, we just do 10 to 15 minutes or so, and then we train, and the strength gets built when people are catching the shoulder, the arm, the person is resisting. So your muscles are getting developed also in that point of view also. And then you're catching the neck, again the person is pulling. It's always pull, push. Your back is working, your lower back is working. When you take down, your shoulders are working, so all your muscles are engaged, right? So from the fitness point of view I'm talking. So usually we don't talk, but yes, so these things happen. And it's extremely close quarter. Kala is extremely close quarter. It doesn't matter whether it's ground, whether it's standing, whether it's when the knife is being used to attack, and extreme loud. Sometimes when the person is shouting at you, your vision gets tunneled. All these things happen, right? So you don't find that kind of training in craft. Yeah, you have so many people, and you are doing it in a particular place, and maybe weight category. You have you should maintain the proper weight and everything, and we have total respect for all the combat martial artists. But having said that, self-defense is totally opposite. We have intentions. The attacker, when when the attacker is attacking you, that particular person has huge intention to hurt you, damage you, or kill you. So this is like life or death. Whereas combat sports is not like that. It's not life or death. Nobody is trying to take your life. Chances are, in some situations where when there is a knockout or something, the person dies. That incidents have also taken place, but the intention is not like that. But here it's not the case. Self-defense is totally different. You have no weight category. Anyone can attack anyone, and it looks very messy. People are trained, people are untrained, and the attacks, the stabs. Especially in India, people start throwing stuff. If there is a stone, they just throw it. If there is a chair, they just throw it. So whatever they get, they just keep throwing. That is how the fight begins, and usually people bring something with them, force multipliers, right? So that is the difference, and you are not supposed to carry any weapons in combat sports, right? Plus, if someone gets knocked out, people are there to help, but here that's not the case. Also, the instructor of combat sports can earn good money because he can, there are belt systems, right? There are different ranks, there are different categories. He can, organize championships. It's a very good opportunity to earn money, everything. But in terms of self-defense instructor, especially here in Kalah, it's not like that. We don't do belt system. We don't have ranks. Okay, Kalah system is for both men and women. See, anyone can come and learn Kalah system. It's not that. Only thing is you should have open-mindedness. For females, I would like to say that they have to work even more harder because, suppose I'm an 80 kg guy, if the girl is 60 kg, there's a strength difference now. The way I'm holding, the way I'm attacking, it's a little more powerful when compared to her strength and capability. Still, she should overcome me. So for that, you require training and mindset. If you don't have mindset, then you cannot train. So that is the whole point, that you need to train hard, especially if you're a female, right? And people also ask me, some females, okay, if they're going through some domestic violence, their partner is a little aggressive or violent with them. So is it okay to learn self-defense to defend themselves? Of course you can do that. But you should remember, if you just beat the shit out of your partner, then again, you're sleeping in the same house with that person. You should be careful. There could be repercussions. That is what I'm telling you. There could be repercussions. So please get help. Of course, if there is threat to your life, then yes, you can defend yourself. We'll teach you that. But we cannot only teach you defense. With defense, you should also learn to use offensive strikes in order to neutralize the threat. Yes, so for females, Kalah system is very, very good. And especially some females, the moment they inquire, I send few videos of women training from our classes, and they say it's too aggressive, it's too hard, it looks very, very difficult. We make you struggle sometimes because it's bound to be struggling. You always struggle because that is how the reality is. When somebody is attacking you, that person will resist you, that person will try to overcome you, even that person wants to survive. So you need to overcome that person. For that, you require mindset. For that, you require, the different level of aggression. You require different level of explosiveness. So all this thing is taught. And it is very, very good if most of the females learn this. Suppose we would like to do corporate sessions, and it will be like an introduction. We will show what is real attack, how the attack takes place. We can talk about awareness, nothing more than that. And the training can be given from the awareness point of view. Maybe if you have any force multipliers, that we can tell, okay, you are using your bag, maybe your umbrella, your phone, maybe we can tell all that. But that doesn't mean that, that's it. So you should train. It's important to train. And I urge all the corporate companies to, allow us to, train your employees if you really want them to be trained properly. Okay, and it's not just about that. It's not just about being aware. It doesn't matter how much aware you are. The element of surprise from the attacker will always overcome your awareness. Okay, suddenly he will come. Suddenly he's coming from nowhere. He's just throwing some water. Maybe he's holding from back. Maybe he's bashing. Still, you need to have that mindset. Okay, especially the corporate sessions, the school sessions that are taking place throughout the India. After the training, people are standing like this, people are standing like this, they're holding knife, they're standing like this, like as if they are empowered. But that's not the case. You have just understood. In our sessions, we just make you understand what is violence, what is a real attack, what is aggression, what is resistance, what happens when I'm sitting on top of a small girl. I mean, small in the sense from the weight point of view. I'm sitting on top, I'm resisting, now I'm attacking. How does it feel like? So we'll give you that feel. Yeah. So corporate session, yes, we can do. School sessions, we can do during training. So it is like you're asking if you're learning to swim, whether you will get wet or not. So that is how you're asking the question. So yeah, you might get injured, you might get cuts and bruises, but you should always listen to the instructor, because in the beginning you have to go very slow. So if you don't listen, you're just going inside, you're just giving knees and hurting. If you have intentions to hurt somebody, then you will get hurt. Okay, and you're resisting, even though the person has given you damage. Still, you're wearing groin guard, you're wearing helmet, and all of a sudden, still you're hitting. That person is hitting, and still you're resisting. Then you're bound to get injured. Okay, and yes, see, this is you're learning to survive. And Kalah system, the training is, I would like to say, I don't want to sound bad here, but the training is little aggressive. So some people can take it, some people cannot take it. People who don't have commitment, people who don't have dedication, people who don't want to be consistent, they don't want to take all this. And if you have gone through something, so there are people in my class who have faced real violence, so they understand this. So they understand the reality, and they are consistent, they are dedicated, they come no matter what. But for those people who are just coming for the sake of time pass, they have watched some movie or some documentary, and they are motivated now to learn some self-defense cool moves. So for them, this is not for you. But if you're committed, then yes, because the self-defense awareness in our country is very less. People think, okay, that day I was watching some YouTube video where a woman and her husband, they are watching some training video of Indian Army or something. So they are just so flabbergasted by seeing all those moves that the instructor is doing against the army recruit. I mean, it all looks flamboyant, it all looks flashy, it all looks cool. But in reality, that's not the case. If somebody is holding a gun, he will slap, he will bash, he will knee, he will not keep the gun straight, he will keep it here. And maybe if he finds out that you have intentions to do some move, he will shoot, and then he will take. Same with the blade. Okay, so it's not. People should understand the real fight is very messy. If you see any fight on the road, people are bruised, bloody, the nose is bleeding, the mouth is bleeding, the shirts are torn. So that is how the reality is. And most important, we teach in our class to keep your ego at bay. We focus mainly on de-escalation. So fighting is last resort when the person is because see, if you use your ego, it could be very dangerous. It could be very, very dangerous. So you need to stand like that. You should have witnesses seeing you when you're keeping your hands like that. If there is any CC camera, you're keeping your hands like that. You can just produce them in the court if there is any case against you. See, that's out of my scope. But our job is only to train you against threats. That too when you're in this position, not when you're like that, when you're showing your ego. Okay, so you have to throw ego out of your window. And most importantly, you should understand that this is only for last resort. So you're not using for somebody who cuts you in the traffic, or who comes in between you during when you're standing in a line or something. Kande se kanda lag gaya, shoulder to shoulder. If you bump somebody in the party or something, you're just fighting. No, it's not for that. So you have to just de-escalate in that situation. It doesn't matter if you have a girl with you, then you should be very careful. Then the person is aggressive, you use the element of surprise there. Okay, from the fitness point of view, like I told previously, this will also increase your strength, improve your strength, not increase, improve your strength. And plus your endurance will also be improved. And we don't do that stationary bag work or moving bag work. Okay, that's good. Bag work is good for building your aggression, But end of the day, we are focusing more on training with your partner. From the day one, you can learn Kalah system very fast. You can learn very fast. But you should pressure test them, because we have very few principles. Based on these few principles, we are applying to all kinds of situations. It could be choke, it could be grab, it could be punches, it could be grab and punch, it could be knife stab, grab and stab. It doesn't matter where. Or in the ground fight, it will be messy. It will not look easy, because that is what we make you understand. Nothing is perfect. Okay, sometimes you have to just de-escalate and not piss your attacker off. It's very, very important. Okay, from the fitness point of view, I would like to say that your fitness will definitely improve, right? And we don't focus majorly on fitness, on how many burpees you do, how many push-ups you do, how many squats you do. No. So we just focus our attention on training. That is the reason I have made 6 months course. You're gradually going slow, and we are training once every week, 3 hours, that too on Saturdays in Pune Aund Gold's Gym. So if you want to come there, you can come and see. And of course, the batch is almost full, but still you can. I mean, this is the last week of August, so maybe you can come and you can see. Okay, what is the minimum age or maximum age? People call me, okay, I'm 35 now. Will I be able to train? Yes, you can. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's a minimum age. Yes, you can. If you're 13 to 14 years, yes, you can train. But the only thing is, if you're a boy in school, you cannot use this to show off. So that much education their parents should give. And of course, you should, if you're old. I have older people in my class. There was one elderly person in my class. He was around 63 or something. So that person also, he was training, and he was able to perform well, right? So age doesn't matter. You should have the will to train. That's what is important. Okay, again, I say this is not for people who have seen some movie where the main character is disarming the gun and fighting with 3 to 4 guys without getting a scratch. So we have so many instructors from South Africa, female instructors, male instructors, who have survived with a lot of cuts and bruises, and they directly went to the hospital to get admitted. So that's the case. This is survival. So we survive. We teach to survive, and this is not like movies. So you watch any South Indian Bollywood movies where people are fighting, like, so it's like a piece of cake. But that's not the case. And movies promote this egoistic attitude. So we don't teach all that. This is purely survival. You have to go back to your family in one piece, and that is the reason we educate you that you should not fight, and always keeping your arms up, not keeping your arms down. You're protecting your arteries. You're like that. You're just talking, you're communicating, you're showing that you don't want to fight, and then you will build the element of surprise for your advantage. Okay, so having said that, so if you have any more queries, any more questions, please mention in comment. And I don't do any instructor course. Just do training and personal training. I don't do certifications. So if you want to do instructor course, if you want to join our team, so we can call the senior instructors, so they will come and they will conduct the instructor course for you. Okay, so if you have any questions, any queries, just let me know in the comment section. So I will take time to answer you. Okay, thank you so much. God bless Kalah system. Jai Hind.